Hello, my beautiful souls. This is Julie with Heartspace, and we're here looking at the energy surrounding you for March 2017. And as I meditated on the energy that is surrounding all of us this month, the word diligence kept popping into my head. Diligence. Asking us to stay true to who we are. Knowing our path, knowing who we are, we glide on to the future. Stay diligent. You see it. You know where you need to go. No one else does. Stay diligent. You are on your right path. Stay diligent. I'm going to call in the highest of light, the highest of energy to guide us on the collective pull. Calling in the divine for the collective. What message do you have for the collective for March 2017? Heal away addictions. It's time to let go of behaviors that are blocking you from your heart's desire. Ask Archangel Raphael to help you with this healing. So with this card, in March, we will have a lot of tests about who we are, about where we need to go. People will stand in our way. Jobs will stand in our way. Mindsets will stand in our way. And it will be up to you to overcome them. Addictions will stand in the way. Now, addictions can come in many different forms. It's not always just alcohol or drugs or sex or shopping. It can also be a way of thinking. Self-deprecation can be addictive. Being a bully can be addictive. Being an online troll can be addictive because you get something out of it and you feed off of that. And when we have that, it means that there is something missing within us. I cannot tell you, no one can tell you what that is that you are missing. Only you know. But what I can do is point it out and say that there is a void that needs to be filled. And instead of filling it with an addiction, with drugs, alcohol, being a bully, shopping, being mean to yourself, and it can even be over-exercising, overeating. Don't fill it with that. Fill it with the love and the joy that you have. Start filling it with something that makes you better. And that's so easy for me to say, isn't it? But we all have an addiction. We all have something that we have to let go of. Sugar. Letting go of sugar is one really big one. But replace it. Replace it with something worthwhile. Replace it with every time you say something mean about yourself or somebody else, stop yourself and say something wonderful about yourself instead. It could be drawing a picture instead of smoking a cigarette. Or how about chewing a piece of gum instead of smoking a cigarette? Instead of drinking a glass of wine every night, how about a glass of tea? And I mean, all of the addictions, if you are truly addicted, please seek professional help. But if it's just something that's kind of out of hand, you do it a lot and you know that you could stop it, then just cut back a little bit. Cut back a little bit, and instead of having wine every night, only have it 3 times a week, and then drink tea the rest. But start to fill yourself with goodness. Fill yourself with things that are very clear, things that resonate, that vibrate at a higher level. And start slowly and be very diligent about it. You've got this. All right, let's go on to your individual sign reading. Hello Taurus, this is Julie with Into Heartspace, and we're here looking at March 2017. If you would like a personal reading, you can find me on Facebook, you can email me, you can go to my website, and we can set it up. Alright. And if for some reason the reading doesn't resonate with you and you are a Taurus sun sign, then visit your moon or your rising sign. I always like to look at my rising sign because I have a ton of planets in my rising sign in my natal chart. And if you have questions about that, I have a link below that will show you your natal chart if you're interested. I also do natal chart readings. Okay. Let's call in the highest of light, the highest of energy to guide us on this reading. Taurus, March 2017. What are the messages? What energies are surrounding Taurus? March 2017. What guidance? What energies? Calling in the divine. What are the messages for Taurus 2017? March 2017. All right. Okay. And the energy that is coming in from February into March is illusions reversed. So a lot of your habits, a lot of kind of your obsessive compulsive behavior that you might have that might have come to surface in February is starting to dissipate. You're starting to let go of some things that are no longer serving you. You know, it's a shatter of illusion. So if you've been obsessing over someone, obsessing over a job, obsessing over a thought, it's starting to just fade away. It's starting to, you know, turn into fog and go into the sky. So this is a really lovely energy to have coming in from February, because it means you're moving forward. You're no longer letting this illusion hold you, be an anchor to the past. You are now being able to walk forward. So that's great. And then we have the 8 of Discs. Wonderful. And then the Knight of Swords reversed, 9 of Cups, 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands, wow, 7 of Swords reversed, both of those are reversed, and the Queen of Discs reversed. Then we have the 5 of Wands, the 3 of Cups, and Justice, 7 of Discs, Queen of Cups, and the 8 of Wands. The 7 of Discs and the Queen of Cups are reversed. Okay, so the energy that is just permeating all of March is the 8 of Discs. So this is continue working on your craft, continue working on the projects that you have started and built a foundation for. And that's wonderful that the illusion, you know, the Devil card, in reverse happened in February, and in March you're working your hiney off, basically. So it's you know, you've let go, you're free, and now you see what's important to you, and now you see what is worth working for. So you're willing to put in the time, the effort, you know, the hours, sweat on the brow to make things happen, to shift your life. In love, romance, in relationship, we have the Knight of Swords reversed, And then we have the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Swords. So I would right off the bat say be weary of this Knight of Swords reversed. This is an air sign, so it's going to be Aquarius, it's going to be Libra, Gemini. But if somebody comes in who's exhibiting those kinds of energies, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they are a Gemini or a Libra or an Aquarius, they could just be acting like that. And they could have some of those signs somewhere in their chart, not necessarily their sun sign. It could be their moon, their rising, it could even be their Venus or Mars. But this Knight of Swords energy is really acting out of self-interest. Okay, they're not acting out of help and love for you. They might be promising you the moon, the stars, love forever, eternal connection. But the truth is they're saying it because they know that's what you want to hear. And so the question really is, Taurus, what do you want? What do you want in your life? Because you have the capacity to manifest it if you know how to deflect what is negative and let in what is healthy and positive for you. And so this Knight of Swords is coming in as a test, because they are going to be a wolf in sheep's clothing, acting as though they are the love of your life, acting as though they can give you everything. But your intuition, your gut is going to say there's something off with this person. But I know that there's going to be a bunch of Taurians out there who really want it to work out, really want this to happen, and will deny what they feel, deny their intuition to believe in something that is not there. But this test is going to ask you to be strong enough to deflect the Knight, to put up your shield when they slice their sword, trying to slice you open to fill themselves within you. So what do you want? What do you want to manifest? And be honest and true about this, and then stick to it. Because by doing that, you will have the strength to say, this is not what I want. This doesn't feel like what I want. I need to let this go. And it'll save you many, many nights of sorrow, of why did I let them in, of what do I do now? Because we have the Nine of Swords here, and this is stress, and this is sleepless nights, and this is second guessing yourself and wishing for something else. But the Nine of Cups is here as salvation, saying, be clear about what you want and stick to it. Because as soon as you do that, we can just have this, we can have this. But we have to get through the test here. Alright, Taurus. In career, in your art, in craft, in your work, we have the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Swords reversed. Both of those are reversed. And then the Queen of Discs reversed. Now remember, having reversals is not always negative. And when we have the Seven of Swords in reversal, a lot of times this is a sneaky peek card. And what I'm getting and what I'm sensing from this in this reading is that you might be feeling like somebody, you might be feeling like somebody is stabbing you in the back. And you will know exactly who it is, but you will be right. Okay? So we have the Queen of Discs in reverse. So somebody's going to try to take profit of yours that is not theirs. Take credit for something you have done to profit off of it. And I know you feel weary because I think this person kind of continually does things like this, continually is trying to sneak one past you. And so it's made you very exhausted, and like if it's even worth doing this job, if it's even worth making this craft or continuing this career. And so because of that, what I'm getting, I do want to pull a clarifier for this situation. Because for some of you, it's going to be very small. Okay, Four of Wands reversed. Okay. So then, as a clarifier, I got the Four of Wands reversed. Yep. Yeah. So for a majority of you guys, it is going to be somebody who's coming in, being a shyster with you, but you know exactly who it is. You have no doubt in your mind. And so because of that, you will be able to face them clearly and with strength and respect for self. Because if you don't, it's going to affect your future. It's going to affect your happiness and your situation all over. Because I know you believe in what you're doing. I know you believe in the projects you are creating. But this person is coming in and not only taking credit for it, but trying to demoralize the work that you've done and say what you're doing isn't worth it. And they're saying, oh gosh, would you stop that? What you're doing, no one even cares about. And then they turn around and they take it and get all the credit for it and say, yeah, it's really important what I just did, even though you knew beforehand how important it was to create. But they will try to, demoralize the work that you're doing. So that you don't know how beautiful you are and how smart and intelligent what you have thought and created is. And they're doing it from jealousy. They're doing it because they know that not only will you profit from it financially, but you profit from it spiritually and emotionally. Because this fills you, and you feel complete once you are doing these projects. You feel in your zone. You feel in stride with your life. And they will try to take that from you so that you will stop and they can take it. Don't stop, Taurus. You're onto something. When somebody wants to take it and they want to bring you down, there's something to it. Hold on to that nugget and manifest it. I also wanted to come back up here because I didn't mention what happens with single people too, is even if you're single and you're not even interested in dating someone, somebody is going to be coming in, and it could be a friend, and it could even be a family member, promising you, I can help you, I can take care of you. And it'll feel really good in theory, but your gut will not mesh with it. So this could be this whole situation up here with relationships and somebody being a shyster doesn't necessarily, it's not always a romantic relationship. It could be a friendship. You know, this is about love, and love comes in a lot of different forms. Okay. So in abundance, we have the Five of Wands reversed, the Three of Cups reversed, and then we have Justice. So that's interesting that we have this situation up here with the Five of Wands, the Three of Cups, Justice, and then what just happened with career. Because it's asking you to stop fighting. It's causing conflict within your friendships. It's causing conflict within your comrades, your cohort. They will get their just desserts, Justice will be served. Keep everything very clear. Keep all of your paperwork. Keep track of who is doing what and when they are doing it and what you are doing in return. Have a very clear paper trail, and I feel like another sign did this too. I don't remember who, but this is feeling, it's connecting to other signs. But you have to keep yourself very clear. Keep a great journal. Keep a great timeline of everything that happens, and that's it. Don't fight back and say, well, you stole my idea, you are a jerk, you're da, da, da. Don't do that, because people are going to hear this and they're going to think that you are being a jerk, even though the person who you're throwing this smack to totally deserves it. But the bystanders who are watching you will kind of have a chance. Sorry, that's not clear. The bystanders who are watching you will deem you the villain, even though you're not. Because this Queen of Discs will turn it to be like, well, I don't have a lot. I work really hard, but nothing really ever manifests because, it's just who I am. People don't understand me, kind of doing it that way, like that they are career poor or they are emotionally poor, that they are financially poor. And they're going to play on that, on like the sorrows, making people feel guilty and, for their situation. They're going to play on financial empathy. Not empathy, well, empathy and sympathy. But this is a waste of your time to like get in their face and say, you're awful. And I cannot believe you did this, because whoever, any of your mutual friends, a lot of them will side with this Queen of Discs. So be patient. Always stand up for yourself, but do it in a graceful way, filled with dignity. They will get their just desserts. And then mind, body, soul connection. 7 of Discs we have in reverse. The Queen of Cups we have in reverse. And then we have the 8 of Wands. Spirit keeps saying, wheels are turning, wheels are turning. Okay, I get it. So with the 7 of Discs reversed, it's once again asking yourself, is this worthwhile? Is what I'm doing going to manifest any sort of abundance in the future? I love it, I feel it, but what the hell is going to happen in the future? How is this going to pan out for me? And once again, you're going to have somebody coming in who's going to poo-poo it. And this has to do with your mind, body, soul connection. So spiritually, you could be feeling a disconnect with higher source, saying, is this even worth it? Do you even hear what I have to say? I have shattered my illusions. I have worked hard to break free of past weights, past issues. I have worked through them. And for what? What is happening? I have somebody who is, lying to me for personal benefit. I have somebody stealing from me because of what I do is beautiful. Why am I doing all this with nothing good happening? And so Spirit wants you to know, wheels are turning, things are shifting, and you will be having a lot of choices to make. But universe and Spirit are testing you to see if you are worthy of these choices. Taurus, you got to step up. This is a huge test for you. March is a huge test for you. Stay strong in yourself. Stay strong in your intuition and that mind, body, soul connection. The breakdown, this compartmentalization of you is what will cause things to fall. So if you keep your body separate from your mind, separate from your spirit, and not have the connection together, that's when, the negative energies will win. So you have to, Taurus, you have to step up and keep yourself glued together. And that every step you take involves mind, body, spirit the entire time. Yoga will be very helpful in March. I don't know why, but Spirit says eat some pears. If anyone knows anything about pears, eat some pears. But the choices you have, and this will be happening in the end of March, will be manifested from how you deal with these situations. Now, some of the Taurus people worked through this illusion quickly, and so these will be mild. You'll be able to deflect this person. It'll be some guy or girl who comes up to you, in a bar and it's like, I'll give you the world, I'll give you the world, and you'll easily be able to say, buzz off, I got things to do. And you know, in some situations, this Queen of Disc, you know, will try to take credit for what you do, and you'll be quickly you'll be able to say, nope, that's mine, thank you, step off, and it'll be easy for you to deal with. But I think the biggest challenge that you will have this month is just keeping connected with yourself, keeping connected with spirit, and keeping yourself healthy. You know, and everyone has that, you know, issue of staying connected, but Taurus, this is a really important thing for you this month. More so than so far any of the other signs I've done readings for. Is that you are building a shield of strength, love, and faith. Okay. Let's call on the angels and see what added guidance they have for you this month. Taurus. Angels, guidance for Taurus. Highest of light, the highest of energy to guide us. What are the messages? Okay. Visualize success. Perfect. Because Taurus, I feel like you guys are so quick. I mean, having this card, I love this here. I love this here in relationships. Is your wish is my command. You just have to you know, like my hand, just stay the course, Taurus. Stay the course. Visualize success. See yourself doing well in this situation and have faith in a positive outcome. Okay? And that's basically what I've been saying, is that this is a test of your strength, of your endurance, of being able to find joy within yourself and muster it up and love it and love you. Once you get through this, once you get through these tests that are happening, things will be so much clearer for you. In aspects of what you want to do, who you want in your life, and how you want to carry yourself in this journey. And I'm getting the feeling that you already know this. You already know what you want to do, who you want, and how you want to be in this life, but you have this fear of actually implementing it into action. And so that's really important. That's why your angels brought this up. Visualize success. Is you have to actually see it in your mind, your heart, your body. You need to feel it. You need to make it real in yourself before it becomes real in our third dimensional world. So feel it within your heart space. Feel it. Make it tangible, and it will happen. Alright, Taurus, once again, if you would like a personal reading, you can find me on Facebook, my website, or email me, and we can set that up. Alright, so much love, joy, and blessings.